Hey guys, Blazie here, and welcome to this video where I'll be talking about some of the hottest wolves that have graced us over the years with their beauty. Every month there seems to be a new wolf on our screens from the furries to gawk at, me being one of them, the latest being Death from Puss in Boots. Now, if you know of that video that was heavily disliked, I thought the character was just kinda meh. But in the terms of like a tier weighting system, that's why I got over here, because I'm going to do a little tier list here. Do I think he belongs in, let's say, S to E wake? Let's say that. Do I think he belongs at the bottom? No, I don't think he belongs all the way down there. Even though, like, he has that very long snout, which I don't really like, most of his body is hidden under a cloak. This stance he does just looks so hilarious, like he has a big body but tiny feet. To me, he's a C. He's basic. But not awful, but not great either. So he is at that midpoint. So this is how the video is going to work. So let's get truly started then. So let's start with a classic character. One of the first daddy wolves. Star Wolf. Even in Star Fox 64, he was a cool character with that British accent. Like, how could you not love him? But then over the years, as his looks changed from game to game, he only got hotter and sexier over time. Like, he got his look from Star Fox Assault and which was improved on in Smash Brothers, and then we got the incredible design in Smash Brothers on the Switch. The jacket just looks so cool. I love the purple colors they give him. It's absolutely the best he has ever looked. But there is one more contender. Starlink. Do you guys remember Starlink? It's like the Skylanders game, but instead of having little toy figures, it was like little starships, basically. But on the Switch, they had a special edition where you get Star Fox and Star Fox missions. Though it was very short, it's really the only reason to play the game, honestly, as it feels like another Star Fox game. And we are absolutely lacking those. And in particular, Star Wolf is there, and we get this amazing scene.
Never thought I'd miss the food on Corneria.
Like, damn, ravage me. So, of course, Star Wolf is S tier. Of course, was there any doubt? He's Star Wolf. How about a more obscure one? Unless you follow a certain artist who draws him like in every second image. Talbot from Darkstalkers, I think is how you pronounce it. I don't actually know how to pronounce his name, sorry. So he is a werewolf, and I don't want to include too many werewolves, as I already did a video on werewolves. I'd much prefer to go over full proper wolf characters for this one. But at the same time, I didn't really talk about werewolves in games and cartoons and so on. So, if anything, I will stick to no live-action werewolves, much like the Van Helsing werewolf, for example. So yeah, this dude looks so cool. I got the game myself, only to play him. I love the artworks for him, making him look oh so fluffy. The character itself is fun, but like, yeah, he's a hottie. He's A tier. And now for one every furry knows. Legacy from Beastars. So, obviously there's a video on my thoughts on Beastars, which is, not one of my most liked videos, that's for sure, but I stand by what I said. I mean, did you even know there was a Season 2 out? Because no one talked about Season 2 at all. But anyway, my views on the show don't mean anything towards the character of Legacy, and if as furries would say, which I'm one of them sadly, do I find him yiffable? I mean, the fact that this figure of him exists kind of tells me the audience that they're going for. So I don't hate Legacy. His design is kind of meh. He's just kind of lanky, sad wolf boy. Like, there's some good shots of him, but to me, he's C tier, honestly. I have no idea where the tiers are going to be, so I don't know if I'm pointing in the right directions. But yeah, C tier. Again, this is just my opinion. I realize now that this is going to be another hated video. But this is for me. So, I mean, if I find Legacy to be kind of boring, then surely I find Mr. Woof, another furry daddy favourite, to be boring as well, right? I mean, he is just a grey wolf, he just wears like a fancy suit, there's nothing really much to him besides that. In terms of his design anyway, but that smile, that absolute charm of his, the suaveness, the wagging of his tail when he's happy, he does have a lot of personality, and isn't just so deadpan like Legacy is, honestly, in my opinion. So, to me, he is A tier. Hells yeah. Alright, how about one suggested to me by someone who I completely forgot was an option, so my bad for not being that good of a furry. But how about the Sheriff of Nottingham himself, from Disney's Robin Hood, if you don't know. Look at the big guy. And you know, I like my big guys. Like, he looks very squishy, but he also looks like a wat half the time. The outfit is dreadful to me. I don't like this kind of style of old outfits. It's just not for me. His voice doesn't really match being a wolf either. Like, it's a good voice. It does work for him. It does work for that kind of character. It doesn't really do anything for me. So, I think he's at least C tier. Even though I said a whole bunch of bad stuff about him. He just looks so squishy. So, he's C. So now how about I throw in some female wolves in there? Because there's a lot of favourite wolf furry girls out there, that's for sure. So how about I put Luna on the list from Hell of a Boss? Now, I haven't actually watched the show, the humour just isn't for me. But I do love her style, and I love that hair. It's kind of what I've been doing to my own hair lately. Not the Fursuit hair, but my actual hair. Like, so I absolutely love the hair. The outfit is great, her personality is great, but I am more interested in the dudes. So, she's not S tier, as I could easily see her being S tier for a lot of people, and yeah, that's fair enough. But to me, she's at least A tier. How about Bergamo, whose name I don't really know how to pronounce, on Dragon Ball Super? Sorry if I butchered that name. Now, I hate Super. It's god-awful. Krillin defeats adult Gohan, who's turned Super Saiyan and all this stuff, and just because he can, because that's how the writing is these days. The writing is so bad in Dragon Ball Super. My god, it's bad. And they brought back Frieza, who's now in the manga more powerful than them again. It's just, oh my god, stop. I do like Beerus though. Beerus is amazing. I even own figures of Beerus. I own a figure of Beerus and Chopper. Again, I haven't even actually seen Chopper. He just looks good next to Beerus. You know, yeah. But anyway, I did see the furry wolves, so I have to include them on the list. Or at least one of them anyway. And yeah, he's average. I like the scarf and the muscles, but he's just kinda a blue wolf. Like, I don't really like the style to him, honestly. There's nothing really memorable about him, so he's in C tier. But alright, let's talk about one of the first furry crosses for a lot of people. A character who definitely awakened a lot of gays and a lot of furries. Garurumon. When this boy infiltrated our screens, everything changed. He was an absolute stud. He was muscular, he had that sexy outfit, he has piercings, he has it all. The how he does is so good as well. Like, as I said, he is a total stud. Easily S tier for sure. I think a lot of us can agree on that. Who wouldn't want to tame him? Next up, an older anime few will know, but you probably recognize one character from it, being Shuon the Dragon. You may have seen him from time to time on Fur Affinity and such sites. He is from an anime called Legends, with a Z at the end. And one of the other characters in it is Woofy. I love Woofy. He is very fluffy, and I love his personality. He is just so adorable. He's honestly a really cool character. So I'm going to put him in A tier. How about for stuff I reviewed, like Shiru from B&A? I do love Shiru in terms of his design. I love the animation for him, and the fact he turns into like a giant wolf. It's just the stuff of dreams. And he wears a collar, so you know he's a little bit of a kinky side to him. So he, to me, is S tier. Another one I reviewed was Haruke Kamino Michi, and in that was Wolfgang von Kraftmann. God, that was a lot of words. He is kind of basic, but I also love the style, like compared to a Dragon Ball Super kind of style. I love this style. It just kind of makes him look unique and kind of stand out. Like, I could recognize him in a crowd. He also fluffy and buff, so of course for me, he is at least B tier. Again, he is kind of basic, design-wise kind of thing. I just like the style of him. Well, how about one more werewolf from Trials of Mana? Kevin. I love Kevin. He is such a simple person, quite literally. So he is like a half beast man who could transform into werewolves, and he looks so damn cool. Just all that anime hair, the fluff of pink from his outfit, adding some color to him. He's also muscular, so that's a win, of course. Like, in general, I love Kevin, and I love his werewolf design. Hell, all the werewolves in this game look incredible. It's so anime, but also, like, they're wearing, like, really short skirts, basically. And so they're just big-ass thighs just kind of show off, and they're just like, oh my, oh. It's amazing. So, yeah, S tier. So, alright, I'm giving a lot of good ratings, so how about one where I'm not really sure what to think? What I discovered recently, Jotuo, Jotuo, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it again, sorry. Sorry. From My Hero Academia. I have to admit, he kinda just looks like a whip-off of Shiryu. Like, even down to the clothing. But what makes him stand out is the dreadlocks. And I kinda hate the dreadlocks. It just looks weird. Sorry, but I don't like it. He goes right down to E tier for me. I'm sorry, I just don't like it. Another female wolf, Roxy, and yeah, she's pretty cool. She's pretty much the rockstar version of Luna, but I do love the design, so I'll stick her in A tier. But how about a totally strange one I bet you didn't even think about? I sure didn't. Thanks, Ian, for reminding me of this character. The Woof from Shrek. Yep, old grandma herself. Look, you know what? He may just be a wolf, but he doesn't conform to beauty standards and happily wears dresses and just does what he wants. Like, he's not trans, he's not a femboy, he just wears dresses because he can. He's just him, and I respect that. So you know what? I'm gonna slide him all the way up to A tier. He deserves it. Now, let's do another one from a movie I reviewed. Well, 8 movies. 8. Oh, God. That was not easy, that's for sure. I am, of course, talking about Alpha and Omega. Yeah, let's go there. And add Humphrey to it. Because he is a wolf after all, so I kind of have to. And look, I for one like the hairstyles. I like the hairstyles that they have going in this movie. And Humphrey does have a lot of charm. He does. But let's be real. E tier. Sorry, Humphrey, but E tier. But what about Lily? Honestly, I love Lily. Like, yeah, I'm gay, but I kind of had a little crush on her. Mostly because of that hair. Love that hair. She's just really adorable. She has a great hairstyle. That's kind of what I'm always about. I always found her to just be adorable. And I kind of love her. Honestly, to me, she's at least B tier. For sure. But there's one more I have to talk about. Garth. I have to talk about Garth. Because I'm going to say it. He is S tier. He's S tier to me. I'm gonna say it. I love him. I love the little Superman flick of hair he's got going. I love Garth. I love Garth. I find him adorable, and that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I love him. How about one for Pokemon? Lycanroc. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but sure, let's go with that. I kinda hate it. I don't like this at all. They are E tier. Unless you want to talk about the Midnight form, then oh boy, S tier. I love the Midnight form. It's like going from like a cute little puppy to something that'll whip you apart without a second thought. And then you can whip me apart any day. From outside in or inside out, whichever it wants to do, I'm all for it. And last of all, a character from a TV show that I'm slowly getting through to do a review of, Greyfus from Wild Nights of Golgotha. He is fluffy, muscular, can turn into a feral wolf. He is adorable and techie. Well, he likes to think he is, as he likes taking things apart but can never put them back together. That's kind of his quirk. He's funny like that. But at the same time, just look at that outfit. It does not hide anything. I love the outfit. Honestly, yeah, that outfit, just everything, he's S tier, yep, gotta say it. But yeah, that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me, or do you hate me now? Yeah, I'm going to do a review of Wild Nights of Golgotha, so spoiler alert, that's what's going to come up at some point. I've been meaning to for ages. Kind of stopped during the summer, because then I just couldn't be bothered watching anything, and kind of just bleh all the day, but yeah, so that might be coming up. Yeah, let me know if you're excited for that. Let me know just things. Just comment down below things. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel because I'll love you if you do. Hit that bell icon and this fox says, be who you want to be. Alright guys, bye for now.